Welcome back to Kentucky Laszlo, everybody. So here's the scenario. It's the end of the world, it's the apocalypse. You and your family are out of food, so you have to go outside and hunt for something to eat. So you get your trusty 1022, you get the most accurate ammo that you have. For me, it's this Norma Tac 22, and you go outside to bag some squirrels. But you've been told that there's an enemy sniper out there in the woods somewhere, and you're very cautious, you're being stealthy, but then you see it, a glint from the scope from across the way. So you do the only thing that you can do. You get your Ruger 1022, you get it set up, and you fire at the glint of that scope to hit the sniper right through the eye for, style points, whatever. But can a 22 bullet even pass through a scope? Let's find out. Now, what better way to test this theory than with a brand new in-the-box Night Force scope? Yeah, right. We're going to use this Gammo, what's this, an LC 4x32. These scopes come with Gammo's air rifles, and I gotta tell you, sorry Gammo, they just do not work very well. You fire one round and it'll actually turn the turrets from these things when you fire them. So these are pretty cheap. I always buy good aftermarket scopes for my air rifles. But yeah, we're gonna shoot through one of these with a 22, see if it can pass through. Here's the scope we're gonna be firing at. It's a medium-sized scope. Maybe you can see through the reticle here. Let's see, there we go. It's got the mil dots going for it right there, but it's got a nice size front here, so we're going to fire at this with the 22 long rifle and see if we can pierce through this scope and come out the other side and cause any damage. So let's get downrange and see how this test is going to play out. So here's our sniper scope set up downrange. We've got a shoot and see set up behind it to catch any pass through or any splatter, any type of fragmentation damage. We got a little sticker on the front to help us pick it out from this black on black background here from downrange. We're firing from about 45 yards away, so not too difficult of a shot. Luckily, the sniper hasn't spotted you yet, so you take these few moments taking aim to think about why you haven't stocked up on the tactical gear that you may need to get you through the apocalypse. Luckily, this video's sponsor can get you cool gear every month. It's time for my favorite day of the month again, and that is Tacpack Day. It's like Christmas morning every time Tacpack shows up at my door. I love it. Let me tell you a little bit about it. Tacpack is a monthly subscription that sends you a box of really great premium gear once a month. If there's any gearheads or dads in your life, this is a great idea for a gift. Let me show you really quick what's inside these boxes. The September Tacpack is going to be packed full of killer gear, like this fixed blade SOG knife. Awesome. A Strike Industries angled hand stop. I'm going to mount this on my AR right now. Speaking of which, there's also a Reptilia optimized AR pistol grip. How about a vacuum insulated tumbler that looks like a flashbang? Sweet. And how about this Mission First Tactical Extreme Duty Free Float M-LOK rail system? Top level gear every month. They also throw in some patches, stickers, and high-quality t-shirts. Nice. If you're a new subscriber, use code KLASS to get a free EDC kit worth $65 in your first Tacpack package. Tacpack has two tiers, and that is Standard and Plus. Tacpack Standard costs $59.95 shipped and typically has a value of $90 to $120. Tacpack Plus costs $139.95 shipped and is worth $240 to $300. But remember to use code KLASS for your free $65 EDC kit in your first delivery. Like I said, Tacpack is a great gift idea. I love getting my delivery every month. Like I said, it's like Christmas morning in a box. You can get all kinds of cool gear. I really enjoy it. They really help out the channel. They sponsor us. Check out Tacpack.com. Use code KLASS. Get yourself a free $65 EDC kit. Now back to the video. Looks like we nailed it. Time to check out the damage. I really don't see anything passing through. The shoot and see behind the scope is unscathed. There's the end of the scope, but here's the front. Looks like we really did bust out that front glass, and as you can see in the middle, there's the crooked lens that kind of sits in the middle of the scope. You can see it right there, the edge of it, but no pass through. So 22 definitely not strong enough to get through the entire scope. You can see we're pouring out all these glass shards, and it looks like little hunks of lead as well. The bullet seemed to explode right onto the lens there. Let's filter through some of these pieces. You can see the remnants of the bullet there, the lead fragmentation. So that probably would have jarred the sniper. He would have survived, may have given him a little bit of scope eye or something, or at least thrown off his aim so we could escape. But anyway, we can see that we did destroy the scope, but it did not pass through. But there's only one thing left to do right now, and that's to shoot it again, see if we can cause some damage to this shoot and see. Let's see if another round is what it takes. Well, it looks like the bullet kind of sheared off to the left there. It may have impacted a little bit high and left, but it did do some more damage to the scope. It did not pass through. It kind of busted out the side there and hit the little mounting rail. But let's take a third shot. Maybe third time's the charm. Let's see if this third round can pass all the way through this scope. It looks like this third round took the same path as that second shot. So what are we going to do? We're going to shoot it again. We're going to keep on shooting until we make it all the way through this scope. Get it lined up nice and there we go. Keep an eye on that splatter target behind the scope. Nothing. Upon further inspection, we did actually get a lot deeper into the scope with this round. You can see the back of this glass here, the back of the scope has been shattered. So you know what, I think one more shot is going to power right through this scope. So let's get reset, get another round of the chamber, and knock this thing out. Now we're talking. Looks like we have some damage to the splatter target behind the scope, but it looks more like shrapnel or just impact damage. Here is the rear lens. It looks like it got punched right out, and that coloration you see, that is actually pieces of the splatter target behind the scope that got punched by this lens when it was fired right out of the back of the scope from that 22 round. Now that probably wouldn't have eliminated our sniper, but it made him think twice about firing back. Let's check out this scope. Yes, we definitely blew out all the guts from this scope here. We did a complete pass through. It did punch out that rear lens. It did not send a round directly through to impact our splatter target to the rear. So you know what? Let's fire one more time. Let's check it out. Looks like we did have a hole in the shoot and see behind the scope here. Did it come from the bullet? I don't know. We definitely passed through the scope. This could be a keyhole from the bullet tumbling through. It also could be maybe damage from the scope smacking back against the shoot and see itself. But looks like we have definitely penetrated all the way through this scope. You know what? Let's take a shot at the middle of this thing and let's just wear it out. Why not? Here we go. Looks like that did some damage. Knocked off both turret covers. Hit a little bit high right there. But tell you what, let's just light this thing up and destroy it for good. Well, it looks like we finally passed through the scope and hit the shoot and see. Not really the way that we intended. For the next video, we'll use something a little bit more powerful. Well, I hope you had as much fun as I did making this video. We are going to try this test again. I've got some more of those Gammo scopes just waiting to be shot through, but we'll try it with a 223, maybe a 300 Win Mag. Why not? But please stay tuned, leave a like, and subscribe if you haven't, and leave a comment if you want. And you all have a great day. Be sure to check out Tacpack. We'll see you again soon.